Hi guys, it's me, just listening again. And one thing you'll notice about me that's really quite prevalent about me is that I have long, beautiful hair, like the song goes. So I want to see videos where people take care of other people's hair, obviously, and I have a little bit of a confession to make here, like my other video, in that I like to see videos in which people get rid of other people's dandruff, because on occasion I've had dandruff problems of my own. In fact, my whole bed sheets in my bed usually have a lot of dead on it from me scratching around and stuff. You've seen me scratching around on my head for some videos, some more than others, but yeah, it can be quite obnoxious sometimes. So for this video that I will be dedicated to my birthday month in June of the year 2025, I shall be covering a very notable YouTube person who takes care of fake dandruff because for some reason YouTube wants that to be it wants to notify whether it's real or fake dandruff. And a real or fake person, she uses a doll head, a high quality doll head for all this stuff. But yeah, I don't know why they have to do that. I mean, I can understand censoring blood or gore or body parts or unmentionables, like that kind of thing, or bodily fluids or whatever. But I can't see why they have to use it to take dandruff. And fake heads. Because I've seen many videos in which they have people picking at other people's dandruff and scalps without needing to be censored. Without needing to be censored or blurred out or covered up or anything like that. So, but then again, I've seen other scalp massage videos where the scalp is so irritated and so raw at the end of it that they have no choice but to censor it and blur it out. So it's kind of weird. She doesn't go that far with her baking and stuff, but still it's pretty in my opinion, really sounds stupid that they have to censor out. That they have to make her acknowledge the fact that she had to use a doll head with fake dandruff and such. I think it's right that she used it, bits and pieces of rice for that. I could be wrong, but that's that. And then when she applies kind of a fluid or a solution to it from a bottle which she provides, I think it could be water or something, the stuff actually puffs up like rice, and she can scrape it all together, which is it's really fascinating, especially when she puts sound effects with her mouth to the actual droplet sounds. But anyway, I'm talking about Rapunzel and ASMR videos, and I think that's a pretty clever name for hair thing, because Rapunzel, as you know, is very famous for for having long beautiful hair too. And with a friends climbs up it every day to to see her in the tall tower, along with her mother the witch, which she makes use very, very strong shampoo for that. But anyway, it's a dramatic kill, I think, I believe. So she's not definitely off from that. I think she said she's Belgian from Belgium, which is just great. You know, her accent is perfect. Her looks are perfect. She looks very nice. Very conservative in the dress department. In fact, if anything, she does many of her videos with like medical gear on, especially with rubber latex gloves to reveal more of a professionalism to it. And yes, she does with some casual things too, but for the most part, she's covered up pretty well. Unlike some other ASMR people that do hair. But anyway, I enjoy her work for that. Anyway, like I said, I find it interesting that she used that goop or liquid to puff up the dandruff. I actually wonder if that stuff will also work on a dry scalp, like what I got. And I find it fascinating that she uses her little magical combs and picks and whatnot to actually scrape the junk off the hair, of the head. And it's actually pretty nice. It's kind of very relaxing, especially for someone that likes it when people, especially women, rub their fingers in people's hair. It's more like a relaxation and more like a security thing that your mother used to do when you were kids and babies and stuff. So she got that going for too. A very pretty lady doing that and whispering to you. That's like cool worthy for a man. And supposedly she's very busy too with her schedule. With her work schedule and other things too. So it's very good. I'm very grateful for her to be able to put out at least once a week a video. And let's see, she uses a professional doll head for various colors. But I don't actually see her doing anything with gray hair, though. I would like to see it with gray hair. Probably because she wants to keep, the being youthful and stuff. But still, older women do deserve to have that hair color represented in any type of videos. I only see one person doing it with almost exclusively with gray hair. Those are dummies. Anyway, I find that sounds like pretty cool too. The scraping and the picking at the scalp and then picking up little pieces of hair and combing it out very gently. Like, do that to me, please. I would love for someone to do that to me or for me. Because when my hair gets longer than it is now, it tends to get naughty all by itself. Like, I don't even have to do anything, it just knots up by itself. So any woman that can do that for me is always a treasure in my mind. And I actually wonder about these type of ASMR things. How do you prevent yourself from going too far deep into hair that when they do it. Because I'm sure that when people set up for these doll heads and the fake hair things, I'm sure that they can choose, where the red spots are gonna be, where the dandruff is gonna be, where the high concentration is gonna be of the dandruff and such. But I wonder how they prevent the hair from actually, how they prevent themselves from digging too deep into the hair and pulling a piece of the doll head. Let's say, how the scratch not deep enough to cause harm to the doll head, unless the doll head is so durable that they don't have to worry about that kind of thing. So anyway, she does her work with high quality doll heads with like very dense hair, like a real human being would have. But she also dabbles to work with other live subjects too, as well. Let's see, well, there. She's also very professional and very good at talking to someone, like she would be talking to a customer or a client or something. And I thought they're pretty good. Although it'd be nice if she actually raised up the volume a little bit in her voice to actually be able to, so that we can hear her real natural voice. Because like Ting Ting, she's very quiet, down to earth. Can't really understand her loudly, can't get everything up on the volume on your computers or your phones, whatever you listen to. Let's see, but even though she's all about the seriousness and doing the dandruff and that kind of thing, which by the way, I love it. Whenever she lifts up her hair, puts the alligator clips in the hair to hold it, and then she does she finds a node or a mud-load vein of dandruff in it, and like colored dandruff powder and stuff. That's that's your main shot right there. That's real cool. I just love it. I love when she puts her little drops in the hair and then she combs it out. She like Ting Ting doesn't actually do the whole cleaning out the hair, pretty much, because she does something that it's just a real customer that those will probably wash out the hair, wash out the dandruff that's coming loose off the hair. Which is kind of a disappointment because, some people actually do show the whole washing of the hair too. Pick out all the little knick-knack pieces of dandruff and stuff. So, it shows that it's kind of messy and whatnot. So I would like to see what it'd be like if, I remember there was a video where somebody did, pick out big pieces of dead skeleton and dry skeleton and stuff. They were pretty big flicks too. They were like this big, something similar to that. And he showed all these pieces on the floor, on like a napkin or something. And it was actually pretty cool, like a completionist type thing. But I remember one time, before I got in the room and stuff, I used to have my bed right over here, and I used to have like a black piece of paper on the floor there. I would scratch my head, and I would see almost the entire mat full up with dandruff. It was like I was looking at the Milky Way galaxy from down below, from Earth. So it was like kind of weird. I wish more people would do that, especially the more of the more of the real gender people and the real people with real flicks and stuff. The Miss ASMR thing, and all that. I especially love it whenever she, along with other people, divide the hair into so that you can see the actual creases on the person's scalp, like right in the middle, and then right next to it, and then right next to that too, all the way down the rest of the head. And that's really nice to see that. Very relaxing, very promising as far as you hit the cold line and all that. Like I was saying before, even though she's professional and leaning more towards the medical aspect of it, not about having a little bit of fun with the humor and stuff. Now, I didn't see this series yet. I'm probably not going to because I'm really sensitive about my ears and whatnot. But I've seen this one video advertised on my video feed over here, where she has a view of a camera inside an ear canal, and on the inside of the ear canal is like a rainbow crystalline batch of wax. And to me, that's so funny. It reminds me of the old Space Jam cartoon, and among others, where they have very detailed objects inside the inner ear, like paper clips, gum wrappers, and the like. So I find that very funny. I would never let the gold in my ear with Q-tip, because number one, that's dangerous. Number two, that's I've always been sensitive about the inner ear. Even when I have to clean my ear, I'm like, maybe I'll cut the disgusting crease and whatnot, because I'm that uncomfortable with it. Let's see here. One time, I had a scooter where I had one of those amp plugs in there for like a old amp that my father had, amplifier for his music and his guitar and his drum set. So anyway, he let me use that for makeshift key. So one day I actually took it out of my keyhole, and I put my fingers like this. Not realizing it, I just put my finger here like this. And I was like, where the hell is my key? I didn't realize I stuck the key into my ear. So you have this little rod about maybe an inch and a half long inside my ear. And I'm like, holy shit, can't believe I did that. Did I do that? So I took out my ear canal. Luckily there was no damage. Amazing, the tip of it went into my ear and scratched up a little bit, but besides that, it was fine. There was no red nose, stretch marks, or nothing like that. So thank God nothing bad happened. Well, I might be deaf. And let's see. But that's not the reason why I find it. I'm not just because my mother was obsessed over it when I was a kid. Not anymore. Well, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I won't let people come near my ear unless I'm going on really special occasion, like a wedding or a date or something along like that. Otherwise, no. So, yeah. Like Rapunzel in some of our videos. Pretty fun. We did a few things now where she made her own hair into like a rainbow with light, with rainbow lights and things. She deserves more attention for her stuff. And let's see here, she's very cute too. Very nice, cute voice. And I'm honored to be one of her subscribers. Let's see, yeah, I do wish that someone would give me that type of treatment. You know, that type of hair, playing around with the hair, you know, shampooing my hair, even with my red spots. I'm not sure if I have red spots in my scalp, but if I did, I would hurt to care of it. Yeah, she's very good at mapping her hair, mapping out the back of the scalp. For example, she said that she said the doll has a red spot here, and she flips through her hair, the hair and stuff, looking more. She'll actually remember to go back to that one spot and then fix it with ointment or something like that. And then she'll do a regular dandruff treatment, you know, with the liquid stuff and pulling the hair and that kind of thing. Stretches it out. Although I do find it very kind of frustrating that when she does her routine of, you know, searching and destroying hair, you know, dandruff and stuff. I find it interesting that I find it frustrating that when she does it, she gets camera at a distance. It would be nice if she had it a little closer, or she did like a zoom or something onto the infected area. And it would be nice if she actually showed the complete scalp, like, you know, like, let's say the camera was like this, like mine is right now. If you just read it up a little more and put it down so that she could show you the entire scalp, you know, not just, let's say the camera's back there, show how work appear in the front, but you can barely see it. So you're picking out with the tip of her comb, which I would like to see the comb, you know, that comb and pick combination. And, you know, it does look like you can barely see it unless you tilt up the camera. Would you camera line? Let's see here. But yeah, she's very adorable, very good. I would like to see her work on her own hair for a change. I think maybe the censorship thing might be because in our home state or our own country or wherever, that stuff, they might be harder on that kind of thing in her own area. And they are in here. So yeah, I appreciate all the work. And, you know, I would be honored if she would be content, if she would consider being my friend, because she's awesome. She provides good assistance to people like me with long hair, with dandruff problems. And, you know, some of these other people, they did do it for just showing off their bodies and stuff, or showing off that they can deal with hair and a lot. But she actually does more of a life check, dandruff issues, improving, you know, dry spots on the scalp, so that you can like apply to your own needs and your own medical desires. So I got applaud her for that. She's okay by my book. And I don't know why real name is become referred to her as, but Rapunzel. Rapunzel, that thing in hair. That's reference to the stop motion animated cartoon of Rapunzel. I don't know what the name is, but I'm just on YouTube somewhere. You can look up. Yeah. I thank you for watching my video on Rapunzel ASMR. The girl is really sweet. You can tell she puts a lot of effort into her videos, and she does a little bit of humor in some. She uses the ASMR thing to give you body tingles and mental tingles on your head, and even the unscrewing of the bottle, it's actually pretty fun to learn and do. I mean, I enjoy the hell of it. So I enjoyed doing this video for my birthday month in 2025. I give Rapunzel ASMR a very hearty, happy face silver perform, because the girl is awesome, her work is great, very, very diligent, very talkative, although does keep it out with her. So, to increase the sensuality of it, but I would like her to do at least one video where she does it like full volume on the volume scale. Like Ding Ding, I wish she would do that on a higher volume scale. But she has a great sound in her videos. I love to hear the comb go through hair like she does. It's very, very nice. And I love to hear her fingers run through hair with gloves on. I don't actually know if that would be considered part of a latex fetish or glove fetish or whatever, but she definitely got it going on there. And of course she's with the humor too. She's down with some humor too. So I respect that. I respect her for putting out videos, even though she's very busy. So if you like what you hear, you want to see more of my videos on people or give suggestions about it, you can always call me or text me at 631-707-3707 to let your opinions be heard. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, or X if you prefer, at Maelstrom Pro. Also, you can also reach me at my email at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I salute all you people out there who like ASMR videos, especially the ones with hair and dandruff removal, because those could actually be skills that you could apply to other things, other people and stuff. Besides a romantic thing, you can actually apply it for a job or whatever, what have you. So there's that. And you can also apply to more of a sensual security side too, in that It's what mothers usually do to children's boys. And coming out of tingles or not, that's a pretty good idea too. Anyway, peace out my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video, all you girls and guys in internet land. Sayonara, see ya, ciao ciao, aloha.